Good morning, children. Sai Ram. Welcome back to your history class. Children, today we will start with a new lesson in history, lesson number 3, that is applied history. Now, children, in this lesson, applied history, these are the topics, or we can say the subtopics in this lesson, which we'll be covering gradually. The first one is what is applied history? Applied history and research in various fields. Applied history and our present. Management of cultural and natural heritage. Affiliated professional fields. So children, in this lesson applied history, these are the subtopics of this chapter which we will be covering gradually. Okay, now let us start with the first subtopic, that is what is applied history. Now children, applied history is also known as public history. Applied history is also known as public history. Now children, many people, they have a feeling that history subject does not have any economic value. Everyone, they want to pursue their education. It could be in medicine, or somebody want to become an engineer, okay, or a chartered accountant. Yes, so nobody wants to become a historian because people feel that history subject, it does not have any economic value. So therefore public history, it helps to overcome the misgivings about the practicality of the knowledge of history and makes history meaningful in everyday life, connecting people to history. So public history, what does it do? It helps to overcome the misgivings because people, what do they feel? That history does not have any economic value, means they will not earn money. Okay, that is their livelihood if they pursue their career in history. So these misgivings are overcome by public history, okay, about the practical, that is whether this subject is practical or not, and it makes history meaningful in everyday life, connecting people to history. Children, there are many universities abroad, okay, which offer courses in public history. Okay, there are many universities abroad, okay, they are offering various courses in public history. Okay, in India, children, we have Srishti Institute, that is it's an institute, it's a school of art, design and technology. This is an institute which is at Bengaluru in Karnataka. Okay, even in India we have the school of art, design and technology which is at Bengaluru in Karnataka. Now children, this Srishti Institute of Art, Design and Technology, it has an independent department named Center for Public History. Yes, very important children. It is an independent department. It has an independent department named Center for Public History, and this center, or we can say Center for Public History, it has taken up various projects and research in the field of public history. So a lot of projects and research work is done in the field of public history. So in India, in Bengaluru, Karnataka, we have this institute, that is Srishti Institute of Art, Design and Technology, wherein there are many students, those who undergo or those who have opted their career, they wanted to pursue their career in history. They have undergone various projects, research in the field of public history. So the people, those who have misgivings that it doesn't have any economic value, the subject does not have any economic value, it is proved wrong. Okay, it has lot of practicality of the subject. There's a lot of practicality of the subject, children. So this is proved wrong, that history does not have any economic value. Okay, now children, let us see what is applied history. Now children, already I told you that applied history is also known as public history. Applied history is also known as public history. Now children, applied history is a field of study concerned with the application of history for the benefit of people in the contemporary and future times. So children, this subject, applied history, is a field of study. It is concerned with the application of history, how it is applied in day-to-day life for the benefit of people in the contemporary, that is in the modern, and in future times. So how it is applicable, okay, how it is applicable for the benefit of the people, okay, in the modern times, and it could be possible that it could be used in the future times also, okay. Knowledge of history is useful as it can provide guidance in finding solutions to contemporary social issues and incorporate them in the social planning. Now children, what is this? Now, knowledge of history, okay, that is, you all know that history is about past events. Yes. Now here I will give you some examples, okay. Suppose if you remember, or you all know, right, Mahatma Gandhi, he had united all the people, and the Britishers were driven out of our country because of the united efforts of the people. Yes, he had so many techniques like satyagraha. He used to follow the technique of, he used to follow all the principles of truth, okay, ahimsa, all these principles Mahatma Gandhi used to follow, correct. So children, these were the events which had taken place in the past. Yes, but then, that is, we all be united and we had fought against the Britishers, right. So similarly now in this present time, if we all are united, we can fight against coronavirus. Yes. So children, this is the past event I am relating with the modern times, right. So the knowledge which is available in the past, we can use it in the present times. That solutions, we can use it in the present times also. So knowledge of history is useful as it can provide guidance in finding solutions to contemporary social issues and incorporate them in social planning. Now here social issues, it could be related to health, it could be related to your poverty or inequality. So what solutions are there for that? So quite possible that if any solutions were there in the past, we could use that in our modern time, okay, we can apply them in the modern time. Yes. So children, once again let us revise what is applied history. Applied history is also known as public history. Very important, huh, children. Applied history is a field of study concerned with the application of history for the benefit of people in the contemporary and future times. Knowledge of history is useful as it can provide guidance in finding solutions to contemporary social issues and incorporate them in the social planning. Yes, children. Now, the projects and programs related to applied history can create opportunities for people to participate along with the technical experts. Now children, as I told you, many people think that history subject is for basically for the historians, okay, those who undergo the research, okay, they are technical experts, right. Now for example, you have learnt in your first lesson, okay, there are various disciplines like numismatics, that is study of coins. Some might be interested in that, some are interested in archaeology, right. So these are all technical experts, right. But then even the common people, okay, it could generate employment opportunities for them too if they work along with these technical experts, okay. Their participation in the capacity of tourists visiting museums and ancient sites is also important. Okay, for example, if you visit any museum or if you visit any tourist place, okay, there are tourists for guiding people, right. They are not historians, right. They could be local people, but they have full knowledge about that place. Okay, it could be about the museum or the specialty of that place. So these tourists, those who are guiding us, okay, the guides, tourist guides, they are guiding the people, right? Those who visit that places. They are not all historians, yes, but then too they are guiding them. How? Because they are the local people. They know, they have the knowledge about that place. So that will create employment opportunities for the people, that is the local people. So just have a look now that how history is applicable in day-to-day life. Yes, if you have the knowledge of that particular place or the tourist place, and the local people, they can become tourist guide, and it could generate employment opportunities. Yes, so the participation in the capacity of tourists visiting museums and ancient sites is important. So children, tourism, it create interest in history among people. There are so many people, they visit the tourist places, they visit the places, okay, which are having historical importance. Yes, so tourism creates interest in history among people, because the local people also, children, they can uh, get the jobs, or we can say it will generate employment opportunities for these people. So they can volunteer to participate in the conservation and preservation projects of their own city or town or village, because if they conserve all these places, okay, they maintain it nicely, people will come and visit their places. It could be a town, it could be a city, it could be a village. So if it is maintained, people can come and visit, so it will be a employment opportunity for the local people. So it is very important that we conserve and preserve our natural heritage sites, right? Now Taj Mahal, many people, right, they go and visit, right? So the local people, they give the knowledge about this Taj Mahal, that is who had built it, how old it is. So all these information is given to the people, right? So here it is very important that we all should take precautions, or we should conserve and preserve these great, we can say these great sites. These are the very important, we can say Raj Mahal is a great monument, right? One of the wonders of the world. Then forts, we have to see to it that many people, they visit forts also. So it should be neat, it should be maintained, that is people should take care in conservation and preservation of these sites, so that people come, they visit, and you will get economic value of the subject, that is it generates employment opportunities for the local people, right? So children, just now we learned how history is very helpful in providing solutions to the contemporary issues, or in future times it will be helpful to us, right? It is helpful for the benefit of people, right? Now let us proceed to the next, that is applied history and research in various fields. Okay, now children, you all are aware that history is about past events, right? History is a coherent account of significant events of the past, right? So history is about the past events. So the way our present lifestyle is shaped is dependent on the historical chain of events. Now children, as I have already explained to you about the independence, that is how we got independence, right? We had, it was the efforts of all the people being united, and which led to the Britishers out of our country. Yes, so these events had taken place in the past. Yes, so because of the efforts taken by all the freedom fighters, we are having freedom today, right? So our present lifestyle is shaped, and it is dependent on the historical chain of events. So as I told you, because of the efforts taken by these people, okay, the sacrifice which they have done for our country, now you at present are having freedom. You can move anywhere in the country, you have so many freedoms, right? You know about your rights, your freedoms, you know about your rights, right? So history is about the past events. The way our present lifestyle is shaped is dependent on the historical chain of events, right? So it is depending on the past events, right? Now children, historical events relate to various fields like politics, then social and religious structure of a community, philosophy, technology, and science, etc. Now, children, as I told you that history in your previous lessons, history is not only about wars or about seizing power. Okay, now history includes everything. So, historical events they relate to various fields like politics, social and religious structure of a community, philosophy, technology, and science, many more things. So each of these fields have their own history of building knowledge. Just take example of science. Now children science still now so many research is being undergone, right? So many new inventions are taking place, right? But then it is based on the knowledge which is already available in the past. Okay, now for example you know about the gravitation, that is a law of gravity, right? So that is a law, it is a universal fact, right? No one can challenge that. You can even apply now and find out whether it is true or not. Yes, so each of these fields have their own history of building knowledge. The direction of future development in every field is dependent on the state of available knowledge. As I told you now, whatever knowledge is available, that is the base, and then we are working on it, right? Because these inventions or discoveries which were done in the past, they are helpful to us in the present. So that knowledge is already available to us. We are working it more, okay, working on it more. So the direction of future development in every field, that is the fields which are mentioned here, politics, then the social and religious structure of a community, philosophy, technology, science, art, okay, then about the management studies, industry, commerce, all this is included in history. So whatever knowledge is available, okay, so for the future development in every field is dependent on the state of available knowledge. So your future development in each of these fields is dependent on the available knowledge. Okay, so hence method of history can prove to be of great value in research of various fields. Now children, research is being taken in various fields. Okay, so hence the method of history, okay, it can be of great value in research of various fields. For example, philosophy, science, technology, industry and commerce, management studies, arts, humanities. So children, history can be of great help, it can be of great value in research of in these various fields. Okay, which are these fields? Philosophy, science, technology, industry and commerce, management studies, arts, humanities. So children, in our next class, we will learn how method of history can be of great value in research of various fields. We will continue about all this in the next class. Okay, so children, I hope you have understood what is applied history, okay, and the economic value of the subject. Okay, it has a great economic value, and all the present events they are connected to our past, even our future developments, children. Okay, whatever future developments will take place, it is based on, it will be dependent on the knowledge which is already available. So children, we will be now in the next class learning about how method of history can be of great value in research of various fields. We will be covering this in our next class. So children, till then, thank you very much children. Meet in the next class. Take care.